And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and that's right, I'm not trolling at all. I promise. That's right, the developers have lied to me on multiple occasions. We're gonna go over what this is about in a minute, but we've got a huge, and I mean huge update to go over. Lots of stuff. Basically, this is the road ahead information, so you'll wanna check it out. Stay tuned for all of it. All right, the first thing we're going to go through is the update that they have on the forums. It's right behind me, and we're going to kind of go through it. Each of the sublinks we'll go into, and we'll check out what they've got for us. The first thing that they're going to talk about is new characters, and the new character that they have listed is Jedi Knight Anakin's Starfighter. So if we click on that, pretty awesome. This is the ETA-2. It's got that awesome yellow stuff. It says it inflicts healing immunity, buff immunity, which is crazy, retaliates when allies are in trouble, and has big buffs for Jedi and Galactic Republic allies. This might be the ship that everybody needed to make Mace Windu's capital ship viable. We're going to find out. Now, it is crewed by Jedi Knight Anakin. This has been probably one of the most requested ships in the whole entire game. This is kind of like getting Revan for the game. For anybody who, like me, loves ships, this is one of those ships we've been waiting for. Got totally blindsided by this today when it hit the forum, so really, really excited about it. Of course, he's going to be light side, Galactic Republic, Jedi, and Attacker. Now, he has a couple of abilities. The first one, his basics, called Locked On, and it's going to deal physical damage to a target enemy and inflict target lock, just like Darth Vader's ship. Anakin's ship, of course, is going to inflict target lock for 2 turns on his basic. Pretty awesome, because this one also cannot be evaded. So very, very similar on that. I love it. Also, if they have target lock already, it's going to grant another random ally valor for 2 turns. This is going to be huge under Mace Windu's ship because he's going to be spreading valor out a ton, especially if he's called to assist and things as such. The next one is his first special called Impeding Assault. It has a cooldown of 3, and it's actually an AoE. It deals physical damage to all enemies and inflicts healing immunity and buff immunity on the target for 2 turns. That's huge anti-Houndstooth or other anti-tank. This is really, really big. Also, he'll get 20% protection, and this is stacking for 2 turns for each critical hit. This is really huge, makes him a really powerful attacker and a very durable attacker. He also has a unique called Surge All Power. This is just going to kind of work in the background, not an ability he'll actually play. And it says Jedi and clone allies gain 30% offense, 60% if they have Valor, and there's a really good chance under Mace Windu they're going to have Valor, and that's 60% offense. That's pretty huge under Mace Windu. Ships that don't hit very hard should be hitting pretty darn hard. It also says whenever another ally falls below health, 100% health, he's going to get 100% turn meter and deal 50% more damage. This is mirroring his ability of the character in the game. Additionally, the Starfighter immediately regains Valor for 2 turns whenever it expires, so he's always going to keep Valor on him. Also, he has a reinforcement ability, and it says he enters battle, he's going to give all allies accuracy up for 2 turns, and all Galactic Republic allies offense up for 2 turns. So accuracy and offense if there are Galactic Republic. And then he inflicts expose on the enemies, and this cannot be evaded. Exposes are pretty good, so that's not too bad, although I can see him probably in the front 3. Now, it looks like for the Clone Wars, they're going to be reskinning Territory Wars for 4 of them. The one that's coming up here in just a couple of days, and then the 2 in the middle of the month, and the 1 at the end of the month. They're gonna reskin it with Clone Wars. I'm pretty excited about that. And then the Clone Troopers all got their own helmets. They look pretty awesome. If you haven't gone in there, check them out. They're holding them when you're in the in view, and then when you go and look at their little icon, they're actually wearing their helmets. It's pretty awesome. You can really tell a difference now between like Echo and Rex and Fives. You know, you can actually see now with their helmets on. There's also a link on here that says Clone Wars limited time event, and it's going to talk about the changes. For the special event, there's going to be bonuses that are going to be, it says the characters are going to have specific passive bonuses and effects. For complete details, check out the panel details in Territory Wars. And then they go over a couple of characters, Mace Windu and General Grievous, but they don't talk about these mystery bonus characters. So I want to go check them out. Let's go do that in the game. All right. I went into the game, went into Territory Wars, the preview spot, and when you go into preview, there's details. So for another 15 hours or so, you can get into this and you can take a look. But you got to do it over the next, like, basically day before it disappears. But it has the 4 characters and 4 abilities. The first is Mace Windu. He's going to get 100% max health, 480% max protection. What? This is a circus, but this is going to be one hell of a fun circus over the next month. He has a 100% counter chance, and he's immune to shock. He can't be shocked at all. So that's a couple of characters, Dooku and Emperor Palpatine, that aren't going to be able to do that. But he's also immune to daze and stun. So the 3 worst debuffs that are prevalent in the game, he's completely immune to all of those. When attacking Sith, he'll deal 1,000 extra damage. This is crazy. They should make this a permanent thing in his kit. Obviously, this is temporary. Now, the first thing a lot of people are asking me when they see this is like, should we be gearing these guys up? Should we be having them? You know what? No, this is a 1-month event. This is a reskinning for 1 month. These characters are probably going to suck after this month. So if you don't already have them up, I wouldn't freak out and spend a bunch of money trying to gear these characters up. It is what it is. If you've got them, great. If not, don't worry. But if you happen to have Mace Windu leveled up, boy, this is going to be pretty insane because of the 1,000+ damage when damaging Sith. It also says whenever he suffers damage, he's going to inflict expose on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. And then if Jango Fett has expose, meaning if he's going against Jango Fett and he takes damage, he's going to put that expose on Jango. When he hits Jango with one of those exposes, it defeats him instantly, and damage immunity can't prevent this effect. So Mace Windu's got it in for Jango Fett, man. And that's crazy fun, and I'm pretty happy about that. Now, when I made the headline for this video, and at the very beginning I said the developers lied to me. I'm not lying, man. I've had multiple conversations with multiple devs on trips, and I said I would love for my Coruscant Underworld Police, because of prior law enforcement, right? Gotta have my back of my police. Because of Coruscant Underworld Police, I said I would love to see them buffed in the game at some point, any way, how, shape, or form. I would love to see them actually rip stuff up, and they said that's just never going to happen. Kind of deal with it. This character is just an ad character we tossed in at the beginning of the game, but they lied, and I am happy for that. They went crazy again, a circus show, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait to use Coruscant Underworld Police for this. Check this out. Granted, to Coruscant Underworld Police, this is one of those mystery characters. He's going to gain 500% potency. He's landing his debuffs, man. It's happening. It's just happening. Plus 300% health. That is a massive health pool. He's going to be out there for a while, and he deals 1,000 times more damage with his basic attack when attacking scoundrels. So you get to use him against these scoundrel teams, these super overpowered scoundrel teams. You're going to have this guy single mollywhopping these fools with 1,000 times damage. This is nuts. It also says, let's see, 100 times more damage with his basic attack when attacking scoundrels. Whenever Coruscant Underworld Police inflicts stun, because remember his stun isn't guaranteed, he gains protection up 50% stacking for 2 turns. So he's guaranteed to get the stun. If the stun triggers, because the potency is high enough, he'll always pass the potency tenacity check. But his stun, again, I think it's like 70% on his ability. So I'll have to go back and read it. But when it triggers, it's going to be protection up and then 300 times health and 1,000 damage. Oh my gosh, Coruscant Underworld Police. I wish they would make this kit stay. That would be so amazing. I would use him in Arena. It'd be fun. Actually, he's really only good against scoundrels, so I take that back. They're also buffing General of the Droid Army, which goes to General Grievous. Now, this is not General Grievous's rework. That's going to come down the road. Obviously, this is just for the 1 month Territory Wars rework, and it's going to give him 300% more offense, which he needs. And at the start of his turn, if General Grievous is below 100% health, he'll dispel all debuffs on himself and grant taunt to the healthiest droid ally until the end of turn. Whenever a droid ally is defeated for the first time in battle, Grievous dispels all debuffs on himself, resets all ability cooldowns, and gains 3 bonus turns. Are you kidding me? Man, that's 4 turns. His turn plus 3 bonus turns. And he gets his cooldowns reset, which means he just gets to run through his entire kit on a character with that additional offense and additional, oh man, it's going to be really fun to play with General Grievous. They made these guys just wacky OP for fun. So anybody that happened to level these guys up, it's going to be a good time. And the last Sinister Spark is going to be granted to Count Dooku. He's the second of the mysterious characters they were talking about. And it says his Force Lightning completely ignores protection and deals bonus damage equal to 80. That's right, 80% of the target's max health if they are already shocked. So if you can get shock on them from Emperor Palpatine or him, it's going to just bypass that protection and do 80%. That is one hell of an expose, if you ask me. Whenever Count Dooku uses his basic attack, it reduces the cooldown of Force Lightning by 1. Guess what? He counters like a fool. Whapa, whapa, whapa. It's just going to reduce it. He's going to be able to use this thing every stinking turn. This is super overpowered. These are amazing kit abilities. The only one I really care about is the Coruscant Underworld Police. Make them great again. Actually, he was never great to begin with, but that'll be a good time. All right, they do talk about an event. They've got Ace of the Republic in here. It's going to be November 1st, so that's coming tomorrow. You have to be level 60 plus, and you're going to get Anakin Starfighter. They also talk about a Shard Shuffle. Aura Singh, that's the last character I'm farming right now for my team, is finally farmable, so I'll be able to farm her. She's in Cantina, so she's a really high Cantina node, so I think it's like 16. And then Houndstooth is on a single light side hard node, so that's going to be tough. But that ship you need to start grinding now because you can do it as of right now. Start farming Houndstooth for sure. They also tell you that Jango Fett, IG-2000, and IG-88 are all going to be in the Chromium packs, shipments, Mega Fleet packs, fleet data cards, so on and so forth. So those characters, don't worry about. They'll be free to play farmable soon enough as far as that goes. Now, everybody wanted to know a worth it series for these packs and these bundles. And I've got to tell you that the packs and the bundles, as far as, how do I put this? Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes value. These are valuable packs because for $40, you get a Gear 12 Plus, you get credits, which is almost 1 million credits. You get mod salvage, which is hard to get, and a lot of it. You get Omega abilities, which you need, and then bonus crystals. They just toss in bonus crystals as well. So this pack is a real value. The problem is it's $40, and that's American money. So for anybody out there who's just like a total whale, these are absolutely going to be in relevant value to the game, a really good value. But for everybody else, these things are pretty expensive, and there's a ton of them coming down the pipeline. So if you're not just totally whaling out on the game, I would probably pass these. But for anybody who whales, these are really good values as far as that goes. Now, the Ace of the Republic pack is going to be giving those 5 to 330 blueprints of Anakin's ship. Sadly, I think this is going to be a game-changing, meta-changing ship. We haven't got a chance to even see it. In fact, I found out about the ship when you guys found out about the ship, when it hit the forums, which is crazy. But anyway, looking at his kit and looking at what he does and looking at how he's going to boost the Galactic Republic, I really see the possibility of Mace Windu being able to come into the meta, which is really, really nuts. And I'm guessing Mace Windu will have a rework, a real rework, coming up pretty soon as well as General Grievous. So this ship, a lot of the whales are probably going to whale out on this ship. Now, really quickly, I'm not sure he's going to be amazing plug and play for anywhere. I think he's going to be more amazing plug and play for Mace. So if you don't have Mace Windu's ship, his capital ship maxed out, then this is something you might just want to pass as well, because by the time you get Mace's ship up there, this ship's going to be free to play farmable. Something to keep in mind. They have a Clone Trooper faction pack, and I'm not sure why they're dropping this, but the possible characters, you get at least 10 shards of each, is Cody, Echo 5s, and Rex, and Clone Sergeant. Honestly, I don't know if they're going to do a rework on the clones or not. I'm hoping they do. This pack will be available November 1st, and since they're all free to play farmable, I'd say this pack definitely isn't worth it. Now, the Clone Trooper Ultimate Bundle, same song and dance. So far, we don't know of any rework, and since we don't know of a rework, we have to assume they're the characters as they are in the game, and these are all free-to-play farmable, so I would say these packs definitely are not worth it. It's a one-time purchase. It really gets you up there quickly, but as of right now, Clone Troopers have no home in this game unless they rework them. So unless they announce a rework in the next couple of weeks, I really wouldn't worry about this pack. Kind of weird, there's a First Order starter bundle that's going to be offering Phasma, First Order Executioner, some credits, crystals, droids, gears, ability material. Again, it's available tomorrow. I would say this pack definitely isn't worth it. These two guys, Phasma's one of the least relevant First Order characters in the game, and First Order Executioner by himself with only 25 shards is not going to make this bundle worth it. So definitely not worth it. Now, there's going to be an energy deal, a Cantina energy deal, a mod energy deal, a ship's energy deal. And these energy deals, just so you know, give you a lot of energy for a certain amount of crystals. And the 600 crystals, if you spread them out over a few days, you would actually get more energy than what they're offering. So this is really only for whales that are going to whale out and do a lot of farming on something. You know, you can only get so much per day. This is to get extras, but if you wanted to spend your crystals throughout a 3-day period of time, you'd actually get a better deal doing it that way than dropping the 60 crystals. So in my opinion, the energy deal, Cantina energy deal, the mod energy deal, probably not worth it because you can spread it out. Now, if you're trying to go max, crazy with energy, of course, this 600 crystals is going to give you an extra boost of the energy. But like I said, only whales are really going to be utilizing these energy deals, and they had the ship energy as well. Then they have a bunch of these Gear 12 packs. I've already talked about it. I said for everybody, they're not worth it, with the exception of the whales. Of course, for the whales, as relative value in the game is concerned, these are really high value packs. The only caveat is they provide 1 Gear 12 Plus, whereas in previous packs, they were 2 or 3 Gear 12 Plus, really increasing the value of these packs, where now they're separating all of these out. The good news is you can kind of cherry pick which Gear 12 Plus you specifically need. So if you need just one for a very specific character for Arena, you can now buy that very specific one. And of course, whales are going to buy every single one of these packs. There's a fusion furnace bundle, a stun gun bundle, the thermal detonator bundle, a HoloLens bundle, and then there's a number of fixes. Nothing really to write home about, but they're on the screen here if you're interested in looking. So really quick, let's go back into the game. Before we go, I just wanted to showcase the new artwork for all of the characters in the Clone Wars. I think it's apropos to kind of showcase them. Looking really forward to hopefully a possible rework for the clones. I think that's an absolute possibility. They all got their helmets now. They look pretty cool. There's Rex. Fives looks pretty cool. Echo chilling with his helmet. He looks good. And of course, Clone Sergeant chilling like he always has, always got his helmet on, but really like Cody's helmet the best. So pretty excited about this. So what are your thoughts about the new update, the new farmable characters, Houndstooth farmable now, as well as all of the new packs? A lot of them aren't worth it. There's a couple that are worth it for whales, but all in all, for the majority of people, you can kind of peruse over that. Jedi Knight Anakin's ship's going to totally change the meta, possibly. We're going to have to do a lot of testing on that when the ship comes out. What are your thoughts about this update? Leave them in the comments down below and keep your gaming on. Warrior out.